Up next is the App of the Week segment. This is a segment dedicated to app demonstrations. Should you have an app that you would like to demonstrate for our listeners, feel free to send us the recording of such an app demo to contact us at blindandroidusers.com. And now for this week's episode, here's your App of the Week. Up next is the App of the Week. And this week I'm talking about a launcher called Moye, M-O-Y-E, or Moye Productivity Launcher. Hi, for episode 178 App of the Week, this is demonstrating a launcher simply called Moye Productivity Launcher, M-O-Y-E. So it could be Moye or Moye. I do want to mention here from the start, though, that this is a very simplistic app. In other words, this launcher does not have any home screens, nor does it have an app store. Instead, there's only one single page, one single home page, and that only contains a couple items. You have the clock, and at the bottom, you have a search field. If you want to launch an app, you just type the name of that app right there in that search field, and it will show you the app you're after. Now, with that out of the way, though, I also want to mention here that as soon as you launch the app, it will change your wallpaper to the dark mode. And even after uninstalling the app, your wallpaper will still be in a dark mode. Something John would like because it looks like inverted colors, and in order to be able to get back to your regular normal wallpaper, you'll have to go choose the wallpaper that you had before prior to installing this Moye Productivity Launcher. With that said, today I'm using my Galaxy S23 Plus and running One UI 6.1 with TalkBack 14.1 running the multilingual TTS engine. Let's get started now that I'm on the home screen, and I'll move to the icon for Moye or Moye Launcher.
Moye Launcher.
Let's go ahead and tap.
Moye Launcher. 414. The 3rd of May 24. Swipe left for settings greater than, out of pager.
There we go. The first thing we heard was the time and the month, and then it tells us to swipe left for the settings. In other words, if you want to go to the settings of the app, you swipe from the right side of the phone to the left, and that will take you to the settings of the app. Now below that, going toward the bottom, we've got
Set as Default Launcher button.
We have a button that says Set as Default, and then below that is an edit field.
Edit box. Type here. Detected. Text. Type here.
That's it. You simply type here to look for the app that you want. Let's tap on Set as Default.
Set as Default Launcher button. Default Home App. Navigate up button.
Tapping on that, of course, brings up a dialog basically asking me to choose which I would like to make my default home launcher. And I've got
Default Home App. Not selected. Radio button. Moye Launcher. 1 of 3. In list, 3 items.
I'm going to choose that for now.
Moye Launcher. 416. The 3rd of May 24. Swipe left for settings greater than, out of list.
And there we are on my home screen with just one single home screen with not a single app. And if I want to go to that settings, now I'll swipe from right to left.
4. Edit box. Moye Launcher v1.0.15 plus 15.
We are now in the settings, and starting from the top, here's what we got.
Advanced settings. Manage your extensions.
We've got advanced settings, manage your extensions, moving down.
On. Dark mode. Switch.
By default, as I indicated, it's dark mode by default. And if you want it to be a light mode, then you just uncheck that. Now, below that, though, we've got 4 buttons going from left to right, and these are colors that are not spoken. So, for example, if I put my finger on one of those,
Unlabeled.
and I'll move to the right,
unlabeled.
So, like I said, there are four of those. There's like aqua color, pinkish reddish, whitish looking, and below that we got
More apps from Knox Chat. Try our other apps.
next,
Rate Moye Launcher. Rate us on Play Store.
next,
Support at knoxchat.in.
and that's the last item in the settings. That's it. Let's go back though to the top and see what it has in the advanced settings.
Advanced settings. Manage your extensions.
There we go.
On. Search bar. Search bar is enabled. Switch.
Next,
Off. Swipe down for notifications. Swipe down on the home screen to open the notification panel. Switch.
in other words, if you enable this, you can just swipe down from the middle of the phone and it'll pull down your notification. Next,
On. Quick search focus. Focus on the search bar when you swipe up on the home screen. Switch.
next,
Off. Hide clock. Hide the clock from the home screen. Switch.
next,
Off. 24 hours date format. Format the date in 24 hours format. Switch.
next,
Off. Disable swipe to settings. To open settings again, tap on the clock on home screen. Switch.
In other words, if you enable this one, then once you swipe from left to right, it's not going to bring you to the settings. In order to be able to get to the settings, then once you've enabled this, you'll have to tap the clock if you want to go to the settings. Next.
Hidden apps. Apps that are hidden from search results.
So in other words, if you tap here, it's going to show you a list of apps that you could choose which ones to hide and which ones not to hide when you're searching for an app. Next.
Pinned apps. Apps that are pinned to the top of search results.
The same thing applies to apps that you would like to be pinned at the top of the search results. You could choose the ones that you want to be in that condition once you go in here. Next.
On. Math Evaluator. Basic math evaluation from the search bar, e.g. 44*34 to 159, switch.
That's the math that I wasn't too good at back in school. Next.
On. Focus mode. Type a duration to start focus mode, e.g. 30 meters or 1 hour 20 minutes, switch.
Next.
On. Google Search Autocomplete. Show autocomplete suggestions from Google as you type in the search bar, switch.
And that's the last item in the settings. I think that someone like John would really like this because everything is dark and looks like you have inverted colors and things like that. That's all that there is to Moye or Moye Productivity Launcher. Thanks for listening.